Hello.
Hello.
Now I think I
Hello.
got it. Uh, I did not get everything set up here beforehand like I should have,
This
so I apologize.
So it's
This
the
is
third one. It's
this is
fine.
high quality. This is what we do here.
not scuffed at all. Not even one bit scuffed. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nerds in Space, episode 3. Apologies for the random week off there. Um, I was trying not to die, and
Mission
did not.
accomplished.
I'm at least alive on the outside. Uh, but yeah, so kind of pushed everything back, but meh, it is what it is.
Such is life.
Yes, yes. Anything we want to go over before we kind of talk about what we did last episode, last session?
I don't believe
Um,
so.
Mm-mm.
yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
I am scared about Justin's posse behind him though, and I hope they're on our team. It's all the
I
people
hope
that are looking. Justin made a cool
They
in the
look
background.
way too cool to be on our team. I'm not gonna lie.
I hope we don't get banned from Twitch from Justin showing his posse on stream.
I see what you did there.
Uh,
Also, I just want to clear something up. I did
It's
not make this.
OnlyFans. Justin the guy. Oh no.
No,
What?
it is a mid-journey piece of art. If by make I put in a prompt to generate this image, then yes, I made it. But beyond
kind of
that, there
like
was zero skill on my part.
I make answers to code by Googling them and then clicking on Stack Exchange. Uh, that's pretty much my whole career right there. Uh,
I mean, I
uh,
self-taught myself HTML doing exactly that, so
exactly. Okay, so let's go over a little bit since it has been like 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Let's go over a little bit what you all accomplished last time. So you all met Hina, who owns the Suro Suro, the bar that is there, and you kind of made an agreement with Hina that they would provide fuel for you in exchange of you giving them a lift off of the ring, because the fuel is very expensive. After that, y'all spent a whole bunch of hollows on a bird dog robot thing,
Shit.
which may or may not work.
Did you get a teacup hippogriff or something?
Right.
Yes, yes. That'd be so dope.
Wait, didn't we decide it was an octopus at the end? Isn't that what you said?
What?
No, I was joking that it was, but it was a bird.
Okay, all right.
I'm
Um,
gonna say I don't recall an octopus.
so yeah, so you got to the it is a bird shape. It's not really a bird, it's a robot, but you get the point. While y'all were doing that, then you had someone looking at your ship, which is currently intact in mostly one piece, and there seems to be an issue with power and the engines. So there's kind of two ways of fixing it. You could either do the ideal thing, which is to replace the circuit board that's fried, that it like kind of controls the power, or possibly possibly simpler, possibly cheaper. Who knows? You could just direct drive from like around the system to provide power directly to the engines. You would need some like very particular generator parts to get the ship up and running. But that's also an available option. The downside with that is one, y'all are broke, and then two,
Extra broke.
yeah, extra broke, and three, still broke. No, so the problem is that for the circuit board part that you would probably need to go talk to Parliament. That's the gang run by Monotone. And because they kind of just run the entire computer systems, along with like all of the systems that run like life support and things like that. Alternatively, you could get the direct drive parts from the Passels, which is the gang run by Roy. So if you remember correctly, they're kind of in a war with each other, and at least one of them manufactures all of the plants that go into the synthetic, like hollow drugs, and then those are manufactured by one gang, and then Hina develops them, and then the other gang kind of sells them. So Hina's kind of tied in between the two, affiliated with both or neither, depending on your opinion. But that's kind of where you're at. You have all kind of returned to the ship, and the all of that information has been disseminated to everyone in the party. Anything I'm missing?
We
No, but I
left off.
found a.
Oh, go
Sorry, I
ahead.
was just gonna say I found a couple interesting pieces in the notes that I don't know what they mean. Like one, I had Kit, and it should have been Kid, so I fixed that. But above it, I have need Jenny parts for the direct drive, and the
Hmm.
Passos own that. What are the Jenny parts?
Jenny is a
Generator
generator,
part. Yeah,
Oh, why
not
did I
Jenny as in
type
the
it?
person.
Yeah,
probably because the
It, you
mechanic was probably called it that because it's just like a shorthand for generator.
yeah, but I still feel like I probably knew that, but didn't type the right Jenny.
uh, or maybe you
We
need
name it Jenny.
maybe there's like a robot person named Jenny and you need to steal their parts. That's an option. Maybe that might be murder, but that's your problem.
um, real quick. How much time in game till Thorn arrives?
Roughly
Um,
3 to 5 hours.
yeah,
Okay. All right.
There's not an exact set schedule that they're gonna be there at like
Yeah. Right.
4:15 exactly.
High
Uh,
noon is when they'll be there.
yes. You just have to look when the sun is at its highest inside of the spaceship with no windows. Um,
do we have any idea what time it is, or does that not really matter? I guess we're in space, so it
uh,
probably doesn't matter.
it doesn't really matter. Um, but no, you don't actually know what time it is.
It's 5:30.
Roughly
AM,
50
PM,
minutes to an
we don't
hour
know.
has passed since we began this.
All right.
I feel like I'm gonna have to come up with some sort of like inner
Universal time or
universal
like
time because it doesn't really make sense for us to use like the Earth clock.
hmm
Yeah.
Like if you're on a ring of shit floating around this moon, it could go around its sun for 30 times in one day for all we know. But so we'll probably need to invent some sort of
Yeah.
space time.
Yeah.
But
the only thing I
for
can think
now,
of is like we had like AD, BC, AD. There's like a new like just time where everyone decides like starting here, and all it does is just counts forward, but like in a certain unit.
Yeah.
You
What
know what
was
I
the?
mean? Because there would be no day
Yeah,
night cycle. It's just
it's kind of
star
like,
date, whatever number. It's just we've got to this point.
yeah, it would make sense if it was like an epoch time, sort of, where it like
We're going down
starts
a rabbit hole here.
at a particular. It's like 1970. Time starts in like January 1st, 1970, and every like increment from that point forward can be calculated back to that exact time.
We'll say time starts at the first screening of Star Wars: A New Hope, and then so it's AS after Star Wars. That's where we're going.
Uh,
After Gem Wars, there's no, but you probably still have the time already at that point. So
All right. Well, if I
Anyways,
remember right,
we'll
we
table that.
left off. Just and I just walked back into the hangars when we left off, right?
correct. And then
From-
we just kind of implied that that Adam's character told you
And
what was
the
wrong with.
mechanic's still there,
Yeah,
and
filled
so
us
like
in. Yeah.
we
Yeah.
explained
And
what is going
your
on.
your buddy's still there too, right?
8 is still there,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And then is Hina there as
Nope.
well? Did she? As I say, I didn't think she
Had
had
not showed up yet.
Yeah.
yeah, Hina was gonna meet us.
Here.
Yeah, and yeah, okay, cool.
Okay.
We're supposed to come back to Frank in an hour and a half.
Oh, to get your bird dog,
Yeah.
octopus.
Nope.
Okay. And also, just a refresher. Justin owes me 12 hollows. Unless he names his bird dog, then he only owes me 6. That was the rule that we made.
I just put in my contract always Mufasa 12 hollows for the AI because he's not naming it that.
What if I switch it to Leif? You have to name it Leif.
I mean, that's closer, honestly.
All right. Okay, 12
Now we're
hollows.
talking.
12 hollows unless you name your AI Leif, and then it's 6.
Ooh,
All right,
6.
anyways.
Okay. It's not what I
Was it?
had written down, but
Well,
nope,
that's
it's
fine. If
6.
you name it Leif, we'll go 6.
All
All right.
right.
Okay, so we just got back. Adam just filled us in. Sorry, Tick just filled us in. So I guess I'm gonna just start off by saying, what do you think is our biggest priority here?
To
You
tick?
asking me, or who you asking? I guess at this
Yeah,
point, or
the
just
group,
the group in general.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I don't know enough about the two groups to like know who to decide. And it sounds like Hina would probably have the best judge of character, or know who we can
Yeah.
talk to.
We don't really have time to wait for her, though.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna say that we're kind of in hurry up and wait mode.
Do we know general direction of how to find these people?
Or I guess we ask
uh,
Frank. Does he know? Or not
Or
Frank?
a
Who's the mechanic guy? I can't remember his name.
did we give him a name?
He doesn't have a name as far as I know. He's just a human.
human. Yeah, he's
I
human.
remember he was like a gruff sort of. Good description. I don't remember a name though.
His name is Ezra.
So I'm just gonna yell out human. If we want to find one of the gangs, what's the best way to go about that?
I mean, they're pretty much everywhere. Like why? Why would you want to go talk to the gangs?
We need our ship
'Cause-
operational, and
Yeah.
we have no money.
Okay. So,
Didn't you tell us to talk to Monotone Roy?
no, I just told you that they're the ones who have the parts.
Yeah.
That is what you do with that information. Not at all my recommendation. So yeah, so you can reach kind of the catwalks from the common area. One group of them kind of hangs out in the engine room, and one hangs out in the computer center. So really, if you just follow the signs to either of those, you you should find your way.
I apologize. You said computer center for the parliament, but where were the passels?
Engine room.
Cool. All right.
And so the other way to find them, in case the signs don't follow, is that there's stairs to the engine room, but you have to take the elevators to the computers room.
Okay.
So if that helps.
I mean, at this point, just flip a coin, boys. We got to get moving.
Right.
Let's let
All
fate
right.
decide.
I mean,
All right.
you got dice. You could roll for it if you want.
Do
That's
the
true.
honors.
All right, evens odds. Hayes, set it up.
Why don't you set it up?
I
I'm
gotta
doing
do
the notes,
everything
man.
around here. I have to do everything around here.
Yes.
I gotta loan hollows.
Do you want me to do it?
If you recall, I'm the only reason we got the hangar door open to begin with, because you guys are weak ass pussies. If you remember that, so
All right, it was odds.
But we didn't set what was that yet.
Well,
Why did you roll already?
all right, let's go see Roy.
So we'll say evens, engine room, odds, the other one. Roll it.
Odds again.
All right. We're going what computer room, right?
Computer center.
Yeah, computer center. We're gonna head to the computer center.
Okay.
Just put it in Fate's hands. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah. Do we
Let's-
want to bring 8 with us? Or leave him?
It's up to you, Tick. He's your buddy.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'd ask him if he wants to join. I know he was kind of weary of going to certain places, so I don't know if this is something he wants to or not.
He does politely decline. He does look maybe like a little nervous to go to where the gangs are. I can't imagine why.
Why? Yeah.
But he says, "Well, I'd love to help out a little bit more. I'll show you the way, but I've got stuff to do, like really, really important stuff. Um, so I'll just show you the way, and then maybe we can meet up later in the day or something."
Fair enough.
All right.
We appreciate the help.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So as we walk
Thanks,
away,
old man.
I'm gonna lean into Tick and Mufasa. He's not getting on the escape ship with us, and then Hayes just keeps walking.
It's not like there's room anyways.
Yeah.
Play some ship Tetris and just start shoving people in.
We barely even have enough room for our AI bots, so I don't know how we're gonna fit another person.
You can just bolt them on the outside,
Spacewalk, hold on
There we
tight.
All right, so
All
let's make
right.
our way.
Yeah. Back
Okay.
out to the hallway and beyond.
So you're led through kind of back to the common area, if you remember where kind of like the scaffolding with all of the beds and everything was. Kind of to the right-ish, you see some signs that point to the computer center. You see some very, very jank-looking elevators. If you can imagine, like, how shitty everything else looks on this place, but now they're elevators, so like the elevators are already death traps as far as I'm concerned, so like
Just some guy like hoisting you up.
maybe you hope there's at least a guy
It's
involved.
it's a hamster on a wheel.
Yeah, because there's like not even doors, like those old school elevators that you like close the gate, and then it will. Yeah, there's not even a gate. Just don't put your hands anywhere near it, and you'll probably be fine.
All right.
Okay, this is
Though
how
we're
we
probably
die.
not
Let's do this.
we're probably not super shocked by this either.
Yeah, that's true.
No, this is just kind of like you're well aware of kind of the state of things. The fact that they have a working elevator at all is kind of impressive. Um,
Haven't
Oh.
seen one of these in 42 years.
wanted to see one and even longer. Uh,
Uh, I guess let's just get on. Let's get this fucking shit over with. If this is
Are
how we die,
there
die.
are there like will we be able to just walk right on, or are there other people or gang members guarding it?
you see some like members that you can tell by their patches that they like are a member of parliament, but they're kind of meandering about. But I wouldn't say that any one of them is like guarding the door. It's more like they're just like relaxing, chilling out. So you could always approach the elevator or one of them.
I say, I'm, I'm like, let's just act like we belong, and hope for the best.
Hello, fellow children. That's what like
Uh,
Ryan does as he walks
Yeah.
by your pasta. I can see that.
I'm trying to
Blend in.
remember. Is there like a sneak score, or would that just be body roll?
I think it's body if I remember right, but I
You're
can
gonna
I
try
can
and
look it up if
sneak
you need to.
onto the elevator?
Not necessarily like sneak, but my thought was he would try to walk non-conspicuously, like through
It's like I
people
said,
and
just
just,
act like we belong.
yeah, maybe a little bit more exaggerated.
Okay. Like Assassin's Creed style with the
Yeah.
monks. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
It's like JP against the wall. How do you see me?
So the body is strength and physical resistance, melee attacks. Dexterity is reflexes, poise, and speed. And savvy is perception, intuition, psychological resistance, piloting spacecraft. I feel like Dex makes
Yeah, I
the
feel
most
like Dex.
sense
Yeah,
because if
Dex
it's
probably does.
reflexes, poison, speed, that seems like the most apt
Yeah, for
for
sure.
sneaking.
That just
All right.
reminded like outside the game, we're breaking the fourth wall quick. Did we even decide like who our pilot is?
Not yet. We don't have a ship yet.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, you have a ship; it just doesn't work.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. So
I rolled a 15 on my get onto the elevator
Inconspicuously.
as, yeah, inconspicuously as possible.
I feel
okay.
like trying to act inconspicuously makes you more conspicuous. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Well, I rolled. Okay,
Okay, fair enough.
Ryan.
Okay, go ahead, Josh.
Does anyone else also want to try to be
No,
inconspicuous,
no,
or
I
is
do
it
not.
just one inconspicuous person
Apparently, yes.
standing next to two people who are just like la di da? We're just gonna walk
I
up there.
I am not going to roll.
Okay. So your role is a success. You inconspicuously move towards the elevator. It doesn't seem to super matter since everyone just looks at you anyway. Uh it didn't really help that like no one else is trying to be
He's like,
inconspicuous. Uh yes.
hey,
Mufasa is like
Hey,
sticks
Ted,
out
how's your
like a
mom?
sore thumb. Uh
Mufasa
and
knows everything.
it doesn't seem as if anyone particularly gives a shit that you're heading towards the elevators. So it kind of works out in the end. But that that's that's pretty much what happened.
All right, so
Okay.
he's like, kind of stepping between people and then slides in to the back corner and is just kind of looking around at it while he waits for
And, all right,
Mufasa and Tick.
I'm gonna step on the elevator and just go, "You're a fucking idiot," and I'm just gonna stand there. Oh,
Okay.
also, goodbye, 8. Thank you.
Oh yeah, he just wandered off.
Yeah.
While
Once
you
he saw that, he's just like, "Good luck."
yeah. Yeah, he kind of just like pointed to the elevators kind of farther back and was like, "Okay, I'll meet up with y'all later."
Also, Tick, are you getting on the elevator? Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay. All right.
shake Eight's hand and say, "Don't want to. Hopefully, this isn't goodbye. Hopefully, see you before we take off." But thank him for everything he's done so far.
Okay.
Firm handshake.
The firmest. You know,
And then yes,
y'all are made for manual labor, so pretty
yeah.
firm handshakes. Okay, so you make it to the elevator. There is exactly one button. You
We're
can
all
choose
just
to.
staring at the button.
Push it.
Okay, okay.
A little
So
scared.
the
We weren't
elevator.
conspicuous before, we are now.
uh, the elevator kind of like groans in the way that metal objects really shouldn't. And then you fall about 6 feet and then abruptly catch, whatever the mechanism is that's
6 feet is
controlling
not a
everything.
small amount.
And
Yeah, for
You're
that,
gonna hit your head. Ow.
I'm gonna roll Dex again to see if I save myself.
would anyone else like to try to not break their legs?
Okay, sure.
I
Let's
rolled a
roll.
7.
Okay.
Okay.
You sprain an ankle.
I have a +2.
For
Uh,
real?
I mean, slightly. It doesn't feel great. You can still
Okay.
walk on it fine, but like,
Is that how it works? Should I do that? Yeah. Okay.
I
15.
rolled a 1.
ooh, ooh, that's
No, you rolled a 2. Oh,
Yeah,
you
you rolled
had
a
a
2.
+1. Yeah,
My
you rolled a
dex
2.
is -1.
okay. Uh, so yeah, you're gonna take a point of damage.
Okay.
So also remember that if you fail a save, then you get
A void
void
point.
points.
Okay.
So keep track of those because I absolutely will not be.
Okay.
So that's a fail, right?
Correct. Yeah. What did you get, Adam?
15.
Okay. Yeah, you've kind of been on shitty elevators in the past. This is kind of just what you're used to. So, you kind of just, braced for impact, really. And, it may help that you're really tall. So, like, maybe you didn't have to fall quite so abruptly, but I don't know. Either way, you seem fine.
Wait,
But
Justin, did you fail the check too?
Um, essentially.
So
yeah,
why?
So like,
he didn't take a point of damage because he rolled better than you.
I rolled a
But
2. It
yeah,
wasn't a nat 1.
yeah, but
Fine. Fine, Game Master. Fine.
just saying. Maybe roll
so
better next time.
Mufasa, like as it fell, Mufasa wasn't ready and fell forward and smacked his head against
Yeah.
the wall. Hayes, as it went down, wasn't ready and kind of rolled his ankle, trying to
Yeah,
catch himself.
it's
I'm
one of
And
gonna.
those. It's one of
Chick
those
was
like
graceful AF.
didn't really hurt now, but you're going to feel it later.
I'm
You
gonna.
know.
I'm gonna slowly get to my feet and shake my head and just say, "Nobody let me fall asleep for a while."
Uh, uh, I don't know. Can you have a concussion? You're
True.
like an AI. I don't.
I'm half and half, so
Yeah, maybe.
It gets scrambled a little bit.
Yeah.
It just starts twitching every once in a while.
So once it like fell, the 6 feet and then started going downwards, it catches a little bit more, and then goes up about 2 stories. You didn't want to go down.
As we're all
So
like dealing with our injuries, it scrolls back up, and everyone that we just tried
It's
to
all like,
not make a scene in front of is all staring at us as we're like
yeah, because
dealing
there's
with
no
our
doors.
injuries.
So
Yeah.
they watched all that, you know.
No,
They're
they
all
probably couldn't
well
see it
prepared.
if we fell 6 feet.
I mean, as you came back up.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, so the computer center, you kind of like exit the elevator cautiously into the computer center. Bright blue computer lights dance on walls covered in sound absorbing padding. The smell of burned electronics fills the air, wires tangled like a bird's nest around stacks of old computers. In the main computer hall, non phys addicts of all shapes and sizes gather. Seems like this place is like a drug den. Um, there's not really, you know, you kind of like think of like a old school opiate drug den. You know, there's like smoke lingering. These are kind of like that, but since everyone is taking, you know, virtual reality drugs, you know, it's mainly just unkempt people. But you know, everything kind of like smells, like I said, like burnt electronics and sweat and um, just generally an unpleasant place to be.
All right.
So uh, yeah, so there's the main computer hall.
We
Um,
don't. Yeah, we don't have no like no one has a weapon, right?
Nope.
Awesome. Okay.
Is a fusion welder a weapon?
Depends on how
Oh
you use it, I
man,
guess.
that was a missed opportunity.
Huh.
I have magnetic boots.
Could have
If
just
I would have,
walked up the side.
well,
Oh, for
no,
the
if I would have
elevator?
turned them on, I wouldn't have been
Yeah,
jolted. It would
that's
have just
true.
pulled me,
That's true.
which I don't know if that would have been better.
I could have been worse, actually.
you know, honestly, I don't know. I don't know.
My brain just smashes against the top of my skull.
Okay.
Real quick, can you moderate? I don't know how to delete that stuff.
Well,
What do you do for that? Just so I know in the future.
I click on them and then I click the ban button.
Weird. I
I
can't
could
do
not
that.
ban them. I could just time them out. But
No,
Who you
No,
banning?
ban.
fuck them.
banned.
Who you
You
dropping
can
the
also type
ban hammer on?
yeah. You can also type /ban and then like the person's name, or it's /timeout the person's name and then the period of time, like 600 seconds would be like 10 minutes or something.
So banning them removes their message.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, sorry for the side, but I wanted to be able to handle that in the
That was
future.
the first time we had to ban somebody. That's awesome.
No, I've banned
No,
like
it's
six
not.
people.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. While we've been chatting here in the last episodes, bunch of bot spam.
Oh.
Yeah.
Um,
It
so
wasn't even anybody talking shit.
No.
no, I
Well,
would
that's no
love
fun.
if they talk shit.
That's no
I'm
fun.
I'm all right with talking shit. I
Fine,
can talk
that's
shit
fine.
right back. Uh,
All right.
so you are
Uh,
in the computer center.
yeah.
I'm still a little
Looking.
dazed, so I'm just hanging out in the elevator.
Yeah, I'm kind of slow walking to the edge of the elevator, but I do a quick little leap over the edge. I've seen those Final Destination movies that came out 1,000 years
Uh,
ago.
Okay, let me hold on one second. I'm gonna try to figure this out here.
So is it a single room with like any hallways breaking off?
Hold on one second.
Somebody sharing a screen right now.
I am sharing a screen. I'm sharing
Oh
a
shoot.
screenshot specifically.
Um, why don't I see that?
I don't know.
I see that.
Ah, here. Okay.
Yes, there we go. You can see it
Awesome.
on the stream. Okay.
Probably a better way of doing this, but this is what I'm doing.
Mm.
So yeah, there's the elevator, obviously. So what you kind of see is, kind of a hallway headed forwards, and then there's kind of a pathway to your right. Um, the like I said, the walls are kind of covered in people, kind of just like in their headsets, and there's like kind of wiring and random electrical parts kind of sticking out of the walls. Um, so I'm gonna quit sharing.
All right. Well, we'll just head up the hallway then.
I'm,
Stepping over people. Ugh.
I'm still a little
Yeah.
dazed. I'm just gonna follow Hayes.
Yeah, well, Hayes is walking a little slow, kind of leaning against the sides, avoiding people, of course. Trying to shake out his ankle.
To the
Tick should probably at
um,
this point.
Rub some dirt on it. If you can find some dirt.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you got some? Probably sell that.
best thing you could do with a rolled ankle is jump on it. Kind of teach it who's boss. I'm not a doctor. Okay, so you kind of make the intersection there, and you kind of look to the right. You see it's a little more hallway. Then there's a door and like a hatch, sort of, into what is probably another room to your right. Um, in front of you, there's kind of the hatch. It's got a little portcullis.
Viewport.
Is that
Viewport.
The porthole,
yeah,
yeah. I know what you're
yeah,
talking about.
porthole? Is that what it is? Portcullis? Is that the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. I don't think it's portcullis. Portcullis isn't that like the gate that drops out of?
You are correct.
Yeah.
Portcullis
Okay.
is the gate. So it's a porthole.
There we go.
You can kind of like see that there seems to be a large room. You have to go down the right hand hallway to see what's down that direction. But there seems to be a hatch.
Um, and then I'm sorry, what was forward?
Forward was
The
the
porthole.
the hatch with
I'm
the window in it.
gonna move forward and glance through the porthole to see what I can see.
Okay. Um. So, really quick, as you move towards it, uh, someone kind of stands up near it. It seems as if the door is guarded. You kind of assumed that they were just some random druggie, but they seem not drugged out. So you can continue to approach if you so desire, but he's obviously guarding the door.
All right. I'm gonna pull up just short, and I'm gonna say hello, friend.
Who are you?
My name is Mufasa, and we need to speak to your leader.
Hmm.
Monotone.
Why?
Well, you see, we've come upon this ship, and as it turns out, our ship is not operational at the moment, and we hear that Monotone might be able to help us out with that if we help them in return.
Hmm. I don't really like your face though.
Tick, you're up. I'm gonna step back.
No, no, no. Come on back. Come on back. Uh, so I kind of get the idea. You've got your needs. Obviously, uh, from the sounds of it, sure sounds like you need me a lot more than I need you, right? Because you need through this door. Monotone's in there. It's you're really in a dire spot. Yeah. How do we make this a little more even?
Well, uh, fuck. I don't know how cocky I want to get. Well, are you monotone?
No.
Then, as it turns out, we don't need you. Who we need is monotone. And if we're not going to see monotone, we'll just head back the way we came and maybe find help elsewhere.
Hmm. Only you guys had these keys. Holds like a key card up, you know? Looks like a labs key card, you know?
Like a
Is there a
like a
Lennox behind there? God
like
damn
a
it.
Costco ID card? Is it
Yeah.
Um, Hayes is gonna walk up and just sort of test his bounds, but well, I know it's like somewhat of a thin hallway, but um, he's gonna kind of walk up and again try to just be,
roll a
nondescript
dexterity check?
and just walk past to be able to look through the hatch and see what it looks like in there.
So, what's your
Nat
roll?
20? Is that
It
a nat
looks
And
20?
it
no, I
looks
rolled
like
a
you're pretty
19.
excited.
I rolled a
Okay, yeah,
19.
yeah, that's good. So through the window, you see the main hall. It's just chock full of people. It looks like there's dozens and dozens more drug addicts like on the inside. It's kind of like flashing blue light. You can't quite tell if it looks like it's a club or it just looks like things are broken. The flashing light is a little unclear in that regard. Um, but uh, but yeah, uh, most of the floor is covered with what looks to be dreaming, you know, people in the virtual reality headsets, and you see kind of across a another door that seems to be guarded by a couple more people.
All right, Hayes is gonna step back and now, just come out of the shadows and make himself visible to this poor guy.
I feel like he was
Uh,
visible the whole time, probably.
oh yeah,
Really,
yeah.
really quick. Roll me the perception one. I forget what that's called.
That was savvy.
Savvy.
Savvy. Yeah, roll me that.
Wait, who? Everybody or just
No,
Hayes?
just Hayes.
Okay.
Nine. I
Okay.
got a 10, but nine.
So you kind of notice that the door guard, um, had kind of stuffed into his pocket a pamphlet. Maybe he was reading it before you all approached, but you're not entirely sure what it says.
Pamphlet.
All right, well, yeah, Hayes is gonna walk up and have his arm, like, put his arm around the guard, and then pull out his laser disc
Yeah.
with his favorite music on it.
What
is
And
happening?
That got
and
weird.
yeah, he's gonna be like, "Hey man, how about let you listen to some tunes? You let us in there, and everyone's happy."
Who are you? He just looks confused. Like he's like looking at your hand on his shoulder, looking at the disc,
Who are you?
looking at Mufasa, going like, "Have I met like is like you don't even say hi, nothing, just straight to bribes." All right, I get it. I'm a means to an end. I see how it is. Uh,
Yeah, so about that music and that key card.
you see a very exasperated like eye roll, and then he just takes the disc off of you. Fine, 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 fine. Okay, go, 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 go. He kind of like key cards the door, and it opens.
Thanks, friend. Thanks, new best
I
friend.
just imagine them like skipping, like thanks.
All right,
He
so
he kind of goes back to like reading whatever the pamphlet was.
well, shoot. So that he may not have,
No,
because I'm gonna roll for Dex to try to slide that pamphlet out of his pocket as we walk
Okay.
by.
this is such a bad idea.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'm having fun. 11.
Okay. So you manage to get the pamphlet. It seems to be almost like propaganda. You can tell by like kind of the artwork. It's very Shepherd Fairy esque, if you know the artist. But it says RM80 Unite on it, and it seems to be um, promotional material to get the gangs to unite into one Uber gang.
All right. I mean, he didn't have a ton of time to peek at that, but like we
Yeah,
looked at the
just
front.
Wait, did you put it back?
No,
Oh, you
no.
still
As,
got it?
as
Okay.
he as he was walking, he like kind of picked it up and then was looking down at what the cover of it is as he kept walking.
All right, I'm gonna walk right behind you into the main room,
Yeah, follow.
and then I'm gonna whisper to Hayes. I think you lost that laser disc forever, bro.
Uh, we'll see. I might I might need your guys' help once we get what we came here for.
Okay, this is gonna end terribly, but I'm in.
okay. Question, as you all move into the room, is did you keep the pamphlet?
Um, for maybe 10 steps in, and then he just set it or like just let it go onto the dirty floor
Okay.
once he saw what it was.
My pamphlet.
You can kind of see he's like looking around.
But
He was.
it's dark with flashing blue lights.
I know.
I don't know
That's
if
why
you
you
would
can't find it.
see it.
He
Yeah.
can't. That's why he's looking around. He's like, he's just fucking reading that thing. The hell.
On our way out, we'll just tell him the wind took it in space.
Okay. So, you have you
Maybe
all
we
three
can
walked
trade
in?
him back.
Have all three of you
He
walked in the
like
room?
puts his hand up and realizes that and then goes back and grabs the pamphlet and throws it in his pocket.
Puts his hand up.
He's like, "Oh wait."
Wait
Aha!
a minute. I
He
have
had
an
an aha.
idea.
He had an aha moment.
Uh,
Okay, anyways,
You
go
have
ahead. Go
gained
ahead.
you have gained one pamphlet and lost one disc.
I didn't delete it because I'm getting it back. But yes.
Okay. So you all
Josh
have
is
walked
like,
into.
that's what you thought.
Yeah, I like your optimism. So, buzzing with people, flashing blue lights, dozen of non-fizz addicts. They hang around, smoking challah, or lie on the floor dreaming with visors that project dream worlds. You see kind of an office, like I said, across um, the across the way, and you see that there seems to be two AIs that are guarding the door, and you do see that um, you do see that. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. You do see there's another door to your left. You're unsure where it goes, but um, the last thing that you kind of see is kind of looks to be a large grate in the floor, kind of across the room. Seems to be kind of a hatch. Probably leads to some ventilation or something, but you see a large hatch in the floor.
In the floor of this main hall.
Yes, sir. So
Is it off to a side or corner or just sort of?
I'm gonna share my screen again. So it's like a, it's like an octagon. You are at the very bottom of the stop sign. Um, the door that you see that looks pretty unassuming is to your left, and kind of across and to the left is the guarded door. The hatch is almost in the middle of the floor, but just on the other side of the room.
Okay.
Are
Awesome.
there any of the AI or the people in the VR sets on the hatch, or do like people know not to lay there just out of curiosity?
Seems like people seem to know or just kind of avoid it. Maybe it's uncomfortable more than anything,
All right.
but there doesn't seem to be anyone currently on it. Um, the
All right.
uh, they kind of are laid out in all of the flat spots that they can get to, but that that grate is just like bars, kind of. So it just more uncomfortable than anything. Um,
All right. Um,
I mean, I feel like guarded room is probably our best bet at this point, right?
Yeah, agreed.
All right.
do we all want to go, or
I'm gonna check out. I'm gonna look down the hatch, see if I can see anything since it's bars.
all right. While you're doing that, I'm gonna head towards the guarded door.
is it just
so
AI humanoid, or
they're
are they like
humanoid.
AI porcupines?
No, they're humanoid.
That'd be awesome.
They are
They're like, hey,
Sonic the
buddy.
Hedgehogs. No, uh, Sonic and Tails. They're just humanoid AIs. Um, they seem to be carrying uh, like pistols, but they
Yikes.
don't seem particularly aggressive. At least as you approach. As far as the grate in the floor, it's pretty dark. It seems that it's most likely just an opening to some ventilation ducts. All you can really see down there is dust, dirt, gum wrappers.
Random shit that's falling down there. Yeah, yeah.
As you
Okay.
follow, that no keys or nothing, because they would have fished that back out. But you do see that it seems to be on like very large hinges, but it doesn't seem to be locked as far as you can tell. But you'd have to like really get at it to.
And it's just metal. There's no like wire looms or like anything from like the electronics. Just seems to be an air duct of sorts.
This seems to be an air duct more than
Okay.
anything.
Well, we can't tell how deep it goes down.
Oh, you can tell it's like 4 feet, 4 feet drop.
Yeah. Other.
So you can see down there, but it's a little hard to see because you're like waiting for the blue light that's flashing to flash to be able to see down there. So there's a distinct possibility 1 foot farther down the duct is just like spikes. I don't know, whatever your imagination can come up with, but that's all you
Okay.
can see currently.
Cool.
Well, while you guys are doing that, I'm gonna head over to the other door that's on the left and just kind of peek at it,
Okay.
see what I can gather.
So you see that it doesn't seem to be guarded. When you look through the window, it seems to be a server room.
Hmm.
There's kind of like racks on racks on racks of servers, and
Um, all right, without really doing anything, mainly because he doesn't want to draw attention to himself, he's gonna try and open and go in.
okay. So you attempt the door, and it just totally opens. No one seems to give a shit whatsoever. So you walk in. It's obviously warm. Uh, the HVAC system hasn't worked here in far too long, which is probably not great for the servers. But thundering noise from the servers at maximum capacity, dimly lit by hundreds of server diodes, Racks of servers fill the room, storing many non-fizz worlds of varying sizes. Most are shut down due to the power shortage. A simple coding robot seems to be sitting in the corner, working on one of the servers, kind of turning things on and off. And you see that
True IT person.
yeah, just trying to get shit to work. And you see one wall contains a bunch of screens that seem to have uh, security footage. So, including you can see on it, you know, Tick and Mufasa kind of checking out the grate. You also see the guy kind of looking around for his pamphlet that he has lost. Like sure that he had it just a minute ago, but you can also see that there seems to be what looks to be a server room uh, with like a cloth ceiling, um, but it seems partially obscured. You're not entirely sure what the room is or kind of what you're looking at it, but those are the things that you currently see. You also see a mess hall. So
So there's 3 screens.
there's 4 total. There's one for the hallway, one blurry.
Yeah,
One
you
for
got
the
it blurry.
hallway, one for the hallway, one for the main room, one for the mess hall, and one for this kind of unknown room you haven't seen.
Okay.
There might be
Um,
other ones, but uh, there are other screens, but they're turned off. Whether or not there's other cameras,
and
unknown.
the um, circuit board that we need wouldn't be a circuit board that you could just take from a server.
You'd have to ask one of the computer guys.
Um. Fuck. I don't. I need an organic way to make it into that room, but I'm not over
Oh,
there, so
oh
I'm not.
yeah. Well, Hayes, knowing that he's not technically savvy, just kind of peeks around and then heads back out and opens the door enough for him to slide out and walks over to the other two.
So you kind of are meandering about the like great
Right around the
area.
hatch. Okay.
Yeah.
Are the
Uh,
AI creatures, people, whatever, like looking at us at all, or are they? Does it seem like they're just kind of standing still, waiting for a reason to move?
Just kind of waiting, like hanging out. They don't seem to be chatting. They don't seem to be like really doing much of anything. They're just kind of like on guard.
All right, then
okay.
yeah, Hayes is gonna walk up to the group, kind of
Well,
peeking over
They start
at the
standing still.
AI, but walks up to you too.
real quick, when you walk over to us, I'm gonna ask you what you found.
Uh, so it seems to be a just a server room, but they've got some security cameras in there. It doesn't seem to be guarded at all, besides one little robot working on. Honestly, he was just turning a server on and off. I'm not really sure what he was doing, but
Do you see a circuit in there we could use?
that's why I came back. I don't know. There's a lot
Who
of.
who has the highest like tech score?
Not me.
I don't think
I'm
any
Not
of
me.
us.
I'm -3.
Yeah, I'm
Um.
-3 in tech as well.
Oh shit. I'm -2.
Well, you're the best man then.
Well,
so
I'm gonna. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Josh.
you remember something kind of about the ship mechanic saying that you needed a power modulator. Whether one of those exists in the server, you don't know, but
Okay.
that's what you need.
Oh, I thought we needed a circuit board or something. We need a power
Yeah, I
modulator too.
have.
That's
I
what the
have.
circuit board is.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
we need a new. Get a new programming chip to replace the broken part or a direct drive.
Okay.
Uh, or I have or a new circuit board. So I was probably typing fast. I don't exactly know, but there's 3 things that I think
Okay.
we could potentially get. I don't know. Josh, correct me where I'm
So
wrong.
you need one circuit board that is the modulator, like the
Okay.
CPU. You can also get the direct drive parts, but that would be in the other area.
So we need one or the other.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
both. You can buy both, I guess.
So, I kind of just look at Hayes and Tick and I say, I'm gonna get in that room. Can you guys distract the guards for a while?
I'm not sure if we'll have to. It doesn't seem like anything's given us too much attention, but just know, like, are you gonna grab a whole bunch of circuit boards? Like, how
No,
do you know what
but
we need?
if I can plug in, I'm a Chrome, which means I can talk to computers as if they were people. So I can ask where we can find a power modulator.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I'll
I'm gonna.
cover the door.
All right, I'm gonna head towards the room while you guys head towards the guards.
I don't know that I'm gonna head towards the guards, to be honest.
Oh, okay. I thought that's what you're doing, and I assume that's what you're doing, and I walk off towards the room.
Are you
Yeah.
walking off towards the server room, or you're
Yes.
walking off to the
Server,
guarded room?
server
Okay.
room. I'm walking off to
Okay.
the server room.
Doesn't seem like anyone seems to care.
Okay. All right.
The
Do
guards
you want to
don't
go
seem to do
for
anything.
their viewpoint first or mine, Josh?
Let's do yours.
Okay. So I'm gonna open the door, sneak into the server room, and then I have a tablet computer. I'm going to pull out and look for a place I can wire in.
Okay. So it seems like the first rack of servers seem to be off or broken or both. But kind of the the server rack that all of the screens are plugged in for the security cameras, that one seems to be kind of up and has like open ports.
Okay. And is the AI robot paying any attention to me at all?
Doesn't seem to care too much. So it's just like a coding robot.
Okay.
So it's programmed to do a thing, and the thing is try to keep the servers running.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that
it
one's
is
not
not
AI.
Oh, it's
it,
just a robot. Okay.
just a robot, and the guards are the AI robots.
Gotcha. Okay.
This
Okay.
is just a coding robot. So it doesn't seem to care whatsoever.
Okay.
But
So I'm gonna head over to the server that has the security camera screens, and I'm going to use my computer and I'm gonna plug in.
um, so you are able to plug in. It seems to be up and running. The server seems to be running primarily just security cameras and like some security features.
Okay.
So um, it's seems to have like things like door locks, and it has things like alarms and things like that.
Okay. Um. So I'm just going to ask it because I can talk just like I'm having a conversation, right, Josh?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna say hello, fellow computer. Uh.
Hello.
uh. um.
1001.
Yeah. Right.
It
Uh.
just says bash. Back to you. Bash.
Looking. Uh.
That's funny.
I'm looking for a power modulator.
Power modulator. So it seems to like have like a spinning beach ball. And
Like
it
Windows 95.
it's and no, it's like one of those colored iMacs from back in the day, you know? Uh
The
so
files
it's
are in the computer.
they're in the computer. I love that movie. So the computer eventually comes back and says one available. And it kind of pulls up like a room list. Seems to be like off of a manifest. And it says signed off monotone.
Fucking fuck. Okay. Um, can I type or can I ask location?
Uh it says monotone office. And then it says like kind of in parentheses uh like um like computers computer center, like It's
Okay.
within the computer center. His office is.
Okay. And then I'm gonna ask if any other security cameras are operational that we can turn on.
It says 7 available security cameras.
Turn them
Uh,
all on.
Turn them all off or on?
On.
On. Okay. Action complete. You see other screens kind of turn on, and you now see kind of the security cameras. It seems as if there's a few within the computer center as well, but there seems to be a handful within RM80 as a whole. So
Okay.
you see kind of like the main like community hub area. You see kind of like your ship area along with the docking bays, um, and you see uh, a screen that looks like it's labeled um, engine room, but it's just static.
Okay.
Doesn't seem to be working.
Okay. So no views of Monotone's office from what I can see. Okay.
So none of the cameras look specifically like an office, although I'd mentioned previously that there's one that has kind of like fabric draped over the camera. So you're unsure what that room is, but
Okay.
everything else seems to have like a logical server room,
Okay.
main room, you know, food area, mess hall, things like
Okay.
that. Everything else seems to be pretty logical.
Okay. Um and then
Well,
I'm
out in
gonna
the main hall, I'm gonna lean over to Tick, and you should go check on him since it seems like we're fairly unnoticed out here.
Okay. I'm gonna head that way.
It doesn't seem as if
Like keep my head in.
any of the addicts or the guards seem to pay you any mind whatsoever. You peek in and you see kind of what I described earlier, but you do see Mufasa hooked into a server rack near all of the camera setups.
Does he even like notice that I even came in, or is he just like in this like
He's
trance
he's
sort
in
of
it.
thing?
Like
I don't
he's
know how
like
it works.
currently kind of like uh I would think it's more like he has perception to the outside world, but it's like uh like fuzzy. Like he's focused on like the terminal. So
Yeah.
if you did want to approach him, you could get his attention if you wanted
Yeah.
to. But
No, I'm just good. I don't want to interrupt, so I'm just kind of like watched him since I see that he's dragged in or whatever.
All right, so I'm gonna kind of I'm still talking to the computer and I'm gonna ask if necessary, can you control door locks and alarms?
yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna say BRB computer and then kind of
uh,
pull back to the real world, look up, and I'm gonna see Tick and just be like, "Oh my god!" Like he scared the shit out of me.
He's wanted me to check on you, make sure everything was all right.
All right, we need to come up with a plan. There's a couple ways we can play this. Do we want to try and talk our way through this and hope to God we can get the power modulator, or do you want me to create one hell of a distraction and we try and steal it?
Did you find out where it's at?
Monotone's office.
Hmm. Well,
Although we don't exactly know where
I was gonna
Monotone's
say
office
if it's
is right
anything like
now.
this last hallway or
Yeah.
rooms, it might be difficult to find.
Guarded doors is usually a tell in my experience, but I can't say for certain.
Hmm.
Do we talk our way through, or do you want me to go crazy?
Can you turn off the AI guards? Are they connected to your servers? Can you ask that?
Let me ask. Make sure you stand right there so you don't scare the shit out of me when I come back out of this. So I turn, I turn back to the computer. Our AI guards wired to your server.
No. AR guards control themselves.
Okay, so I pull back out. Thankfully, Tick is standing right there, and I say no.
Hmm. Hmm. Well, it's either distraction or we talk our way out.
Uh,
I mean,
go
they're AI guys. You should be able to handle them. They're not humans.
go ask, go get Hayes' opinion quick.
Because you want to stay in here in case
Yeah,
there's anything.
I'm gonna head back and I'm gonna zone back in on the computer after I say that.
Okay. I'll go out and tell Hayes to come on in. Let's go have a powwow in the server room.
All right, Hayes is looking around and like pretty much there's, from my understanding, blinking blue lights, 2 AI guards, and then a bunch of people laying down connected to non-fizz. So we've just been walking around this room, going in and out of this
Yep, it's
server
fine.
room.
They don't give a fuck.
So yeah, he's like looking around and sort of shrugs and follows Tick into the room.
Yep.
So at the sake of repeating myself, we'll just say I pull out and I fill Hayes in on what is possible.
Excuse me, you what?
Phrasing? What?
Well,
Uh,
Game got a
so
lot of spikes here.
yeah, briefly, what are the options? Because I
okay,
was working on notes since I wasn't in the room.
so we can try and talk our way in as we've done before, and try and get the power source. I can create a distraction. I can open up all locked doors, set off alarms, and actually hold on a second. And I go back to the computer. Well, before I go, I say, "Don't move, so you don't freak me out when I come out of this." And I go back to the computer, and I say, "Do you also have control over the fuck? What's it called? The drug
While you're in
computer
there,
stuff?"
Hayes pushes Tick like behind one of the stacks and squeezes in behind it with him.
So I asked the computer, "Do you have access to control the? I forgot what it's called. God damn it! The computer drugs.
Oh, the
The
Non-fizz.
the
non-fizz?
non-fizz.
Yeah. Do you have?
Uh,
Can you control people plugged into non-fizz or control what they're seeing?"
it says no, but then it pulls up a manifest list of server racks 1 through 11.
Oh.
So it seems as if this security computer can't control any of that, but it seems to be hosted on server racks 1 through 11.
Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm
What
gonna
a shitty land.
I'm gonna pull back out and look around.
They're subnetted away from each other.
I'm gonna come
Everyone-
back to reality, away from the computer, and look around like, what the fuck? Where'd they go? No, you're still just gonna stay hiding.
go ahead and roll me
Giggle a
roll
little
me
bit.
Roll a what?
The savvy.
a savvy check. See if you can perceive them, because you're just like hiding behind the server rack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ryan, you can do like roll 1d20 minus 1 or whatever your thing is.
We gotta get you all some
20.
real
There
die.
you go.
20.
Hey,
Okay,
damn.
they are not hiding all that well. You know, like
His cloak's right there
if
still. You can kind of.
yeah, like if you weren't looking for them, maybe you would have missed them, but you know exactly where they're at when you're looking for them.
All right. I say, hey, idiots, I can see you. Come out here.
Ah, dang.
Hayes like walks awkwardly out. He's still got the hurt ankle.
See if you guys can find me Surfer Rex 1 through 11.
I'm gonna look around for some numbers.
Yes, like.
Like, are they labeled?
As you know, all greatly maintained servers are labeled immaculately. In that
That's what
it's
I'm
like a
asking.
bunch of jumble of wires. You can kind of assume that they're in racks in order. So like probably either it's 1 through 11 from this side or 1 through 11 the other side, or it's just random. Doesn't seem like there's any labels.
Mufasa, start on the left side and just plug in and see if that works. I don't see a
All right.
better way.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say thank you, server computer friend, and I'm gonna unplug from that one, and I'm gonna start on the left, and I'm gonna plug into that one.
So as you connect to it, your kind of brain is kind of bombarded with.
Fax line sounds.
It sounds like an AOL connection, like a
Da-da-da-da-da.
56K.
Oh.
Yeah. But as you connect, then your brain is kind of bombarded with kind of all these VR worlds. You are not personally in them, but
Right.
you're kind of moving through kind of like layers and layers and layers of them. It seems like uh, there's multiple of them per like one per person essentially that's connected to that server cluster.
Ugh.
Okay. I'm going to uh ask the computer that's there, um, if asked, could you do a manual complete shutdown?
So when you kind of acknowledge the computer, uh, it just starts like screaming. Uh, that it hasn't been turned off in like 32 years. And the HVAC system has been broken for at least the last 15 of those. And
It's sweating.
The
it's just
computer's gone insane.
it just wants you to turn it off. But yes, it could turn off the like it could, kill the programs that are running.
Could you also upload any image or VR world to every headset that I
If
want?
you gave it the code to do that, yes,
Okay.
it cannot kind of
Okay.
it's not Midjourney. It can't make
Okay.
its own
All right. Uh,
imagery.
all right. I'm gonna pull away from the computer and I'm gonna say, here's our options. Option one, we try and talk our way through this. Option two, I trigger the alarm, open all the locked doors, and we attempt to steal it. Option three, we shut down every non fizz machine, create chaos, and try and steal it that way.
You don't want to get stabbed by a friggin' junkie. Like they'll go insane out there. They'll rip each other apart and us.
Hayes, what are
It's
you
not
thinking?
an it's not an awful idea. I mean, at the very least, it could get the AI to be distracted. Were you able to open up or unlock that door? Like, if the AI are distracted, can
I
we
can
sneak
unlock
in?
any door, yes.
But doesn't Monotone like make money off of the drugs from these people, and we're just gonna
Yes.
like stop it? I don't think he's gonna like that. He
That
wants us to keep feeding the drug pump.
I'm aware of that, but I'm saying this way we don't have to ask for permission for the drive. We can just try and get it.
You could use it as a bargaining chip. If he doesn't want to play nice, you could say you can turn it all off.
I feel like that's a good way to die.
Yeah, okay, so what if we do shut down everything, cause the chaos, you delete all of the security cam footage so there's no proof that we were in here. Uh, one of us or all of us could then sneak into that gate or the grate hatch, whatever.
Well, we don't know what's down there, right?
Correct. So we could set a timer for you to, like, in 1 minute do all this. We jump down there, and then we could see if maybe the guards move or leave, or at least Monotone leaves. I don't know.
Okay.
I have no idea what the hell is down there either, but otherwise we need to get rid of these thoughts and just try to approach. And
I
thing
feel
is, we
like
don't really have anything to trade or offer at this point.
that's what I'm worried about. We have nothing to bargain with. So I feel like bargaining is off the table. I feel like I need to either set off some alarms to cause a distraction or shut off everyone's non-fizz and cause mass chaos. Those are my two picks. What are your thoughts?
I
I
say
kind of
the
like the
less
idea.
chaos, the sirens than
All
turning
right.
off
So
the non-fizz.
tickets for sirens or alarms. Would you say, Hayes?
I mean, I'm for having it do it in like a minute so we have time to get in the gate or the
Can
grate.
you get in the hatch without being seen? The AI are gonna see you do this.
Will they care?
I don't know. There's only one way to find out, I guess.
I don't know that we want to try getting in the grate with the mass chaos. We may end up having junkies fall in with us.
Uh, I like.
We don't even know if we can
Hayes.
get in the fucking grate, to be honest.
That's true.
No one has tried to open it
Right?
yet.
I just put it
Yeah.
down there.
It didn't look like it had a padlock or anything on it, but
Yeah,
I'm
everything's
gonna.
wet and damp around here, so I guess I
I'm
don't know
gonna.
if the server room would be damp with all
the
that
server
heat.
room seems to be pretty dry, probably just because it's really fucking hot.
Yeah.
But
I'm gonna unhook from this server quick, and I'm gonna say at the very least, I'm gonna delete security footage quick. You guys discuss, figure out what we're doing, and I'm gonna
How
head
about
over
this?
to the original and plug in.
Tick, do you want to, or do you want me to go see if we can lift the hatch and if the AI give us any? And then the other can look through the window and we'll give a thumbs up if we can open it and the AI aren't looking or questioning us.
Okay.
And if I give whoever gives the thumbs up, we'll
I'll
let
go out there. I can
Mufasa know.
pretend like I dropped something. I'll be like, oh, I lost my contact. That's what we've been looking for this whole time.
You're looking for a pamphlet.
I can't see without my glasses. Your Velma
My
from Scooby
glasses.
Doo.
Yeah.
Your buddy lost his pamphlet, and you're trying to help him find it.
So yeah, give us the thumbs up if you can lift it, and
Okay.
then I'll let Mufasa know to set the timer, and we'll get this plan in motion. Did it look like the tunnel in the grate or hatch was going the general direction of the door that the AI are guarding from what you could see, or could you really just tell it went down 4 feet and then went somewhere, but the shadows didn't give away anything?
You couldn't really see. It's so dark, and the only light that you really had to see off of was that blinking blue light.
Yeah.
So, not super helpful in any regard. If you had a flashlight or something, that would help.
I don't. While okay, so while Ticket's gonna go out and try the hatch, I'm gonna plug back into the original with the security cameras. And I'm going to say disable all security cameras
Okay.
and erase any previous footage for the last, we'll say hour. Just erase all footage for the last hour.
Okay. So it says that it completed the task, and then you kind of see down the line of all of those camera feeds, static, static, static,
Okay,
static.
cool.
Kind of down the line as they all turn off.
Okay. Now I'm just gonna wait for Tick.
All right, I go out there
Okay. Uh,
looking for my contact.
yeah.
No.
So you kind of approach the grate, and it doesn't seem like anyone seems to care. Still.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Okay.
Seem like it's gonna open or
Yeah. So it's pretty heavy. It seems to be made out of like, cast steel probably. But you're able to lift it, like 3 or 4 inches. You can choose to open it further if you want, or kind of put it back down.
yeah,
But
I'm gonna put it back
it
down
seems
and
to be
kind
open.
of do the old thumbs up, but kind of have my hand.
uh,
Hayes sees the thumbs up and turns back to Mufasa and he gives a non-awkward thumbs up.
All right, I'm gonna say thank you, fellow computer, and I'm gonna unhook
you're
from
welcome.
this one. Huh? You're
You're
welcome.
welcome.
And I'm gonna go back to
He's like, I'm
the
so lonely. Don't leave.
go back to the original server and then plug in, and I'm gonna look at Hayes and say get ready to run.
All right, I'm gonna look back over at Tick, see if he's looking at me and
Mm.
like look
Yeah.
anxious.
Oh, actually, hang on. I'm gonna unplug. I'm gonna go back to the original computer. Shit, I almost forgot. Um, and I'm gonna say unlock all doors.
Okay. It says that it was able to complete, um, you know, 27 out of 86 doors.
Okay, that's not
Um,
good odds. All right.
so, at least some of those doors are broken,
All right.
right?
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's fair. Hopefully,
Uh,
hope for the best.
so, that's fine. It says, do you want to open all doors?
No, no, I don't. Just unlock, please.
Okay. It
All right. All
Make
right.
sure
So,
you. I don't know if you can hear me right now. Can you hear me right now? If I talk to
I
you,
mean, I'm aware. Yeah, if you're talking.
make sure you set a timer for all the alarms to go off as well.
I asked the computer, can we set a timer on the alarms?
uh it says, yeah, I can do whatever you want.
Give me a 1 minute 30-second timer and then set off all alarms starting now.
Okay. You see kind of like a timer appear,
Okay.
and starts counting down.
Okay. I'm gonna say thank you again, fellow computer. And I'm gonna unplug. I'm gonna sprint over to the first server, the the server on the left, plug in, and say, in 1 minute, shut off all non-fizz headsets.
Wait, you're doing both? Oh god.
It screams but does start a countdown timer.
And then I'm gonna say, "You're welcome. Enjoy the peace."
Thank
uh,
you.
if you look at the picture,
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't open all the doors.
that's the
Yeah,
server room. So would have been a little bit messy if you opened all doors.
yeah. So,
Um,
anyways, 1 minute timer, please, starting now.
it is counting down.
All right, so I'm
I'm
gonna
so glad you
unplug.
didn't open all the doors.
I'm
Yep.
gonna,
I had to offer it because that would have been hilarious.
I'm gonna
That sounds
unplug.
like
Our first death.
you get sucked out.
Our first death, right? I'm gonna unplug. I'm gonna look at Hayes and say, "Go, go, 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 run, 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 run."
All right, he's gonna do that. Opens the door and kind of is still awkwardly shuffling, quickly realizing that his ankle does indeed still hurt, but makes his way towards and is trying to give the thumbs up to Tick to start lifting.
Okay. Yeah, I see them coming out, and so I start to pull it up.
Yep. It does seem to open. Doesn't seem to get it. It's not jammed or anything. So you could climb in there if you so desired.
I'm
Uh,
gonna hold it up enough so they can get in.
I'll go first, I guess, since you guys are holding it. I'm just gonna slide in and hope for the best.
Like slide in feet first or
Yeah,
head
feet
first?
first. Feet first. Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like face plants in there.
2 concussions.
Remember when I said there might be spikes down there?
Yeah.
No. No. Yeah, you make it into the vent. It's pretty dark and dusty, but you're fine.
Okay.
Chick, go ahead and roll me a body check. Just
'Kay.
it is pretty heavy, great. So if you're holding it for the whole party, then
14.
you're good. You're good.
About time,
All right,
pussy.
well, Hayes follows. Is there enough room for two of us to stand at the bottom of this hatch? Or is
We said
Mufasa
it's
gonna have to
4
start
feet.
moving?
It's like 4 feet.
Yeah,
So
but
Kind of.
oh, 4 feet wide?
yeah,
How far down was it?
like also 4 feet.
Oh,
Um, Seems to be just like a
okay.
tiny little like hole kind of
Got it.
space.
Okay. Well then, yeah. Hayes is gonna try to gracefully. I'll roll for this.
You're gonna try and gracefully? I like how
Got a 9, but yeah, he's gonna like try to run up and then sort of slide head first, but turn on the floor, and so his feet go in there first.
Oh my god.
Okay. You
Like an Indiana Jones, he forgets his hat. He's gonna
Yeah.
grab it and pull
Yeah.
back in.
you're kind of like surprised at how adeptly you slid. Like you've never really done that before, so you're surprised. until the very last moment when you bang that same ankle on the grate. Uh, it it's like when you whack the same spot twice, where it hurts just twice as much because you've done it, in the same spot. That unfortunately is what happens. You don't take any damage from it, but it's going to be swollen tomorrow.
All right.
We'll pick you up an ice pack, bud.
Get you one of those sponges that they put in the freezer, like from when you were a child. Uh,
All right,
uh,
so Hayes and I are down there. Tick, it's just you.
Yep.
Since it's 4
Waiting
feet,
for
is
someone to
that
move so I can
yeah?
get in.
If it's 4 feet wide and tall, like that should be tall enough for Mufasa
16
and I to
cubic
go
feet.
to
move
like
out of the
the
way.
edge. Well, no, I was gonna say move to the edge that it's hinged, so like we can stand up and hold the hatch up for
Yeah.
Tick
Yeah.
to get in. Okay, that's what I'm
Okay.
Go
doing,
ahead and
and
roll
I
me
I'm
some
nudge.
body
in.
checks, but make sure you don't have puny arms.
19. I rolled a nat 20.
Oh, that didn't work. Oh, slash roll. I rolled a 14.
Okay. So y'all both hold the grate pretty good. Mufasa, it looks like you're working hard, but you're barely doing nothing. Ace is just like doing all the like heavy lifting here, and you're like, yeah, I got it. I'm
He's
spotting
like
you.
holding up with one finger. He's like, "Look, I'm
I'm like,
helping."
I tired myself up moving shit in front of the hangar door, and I have
uh,
a concussion.
So
and
I slide in quick there.
okay, so you manage to slide in, and the grate comes down, uh, and kind of as you do that, the one flashing blue light turns to a red flashing light, and uh, you start to hear kind of like grumbling of like people, and that's when the siren goes off. Uh, it's like a mixture between a fire truck and a foghorn. It's very alarming, very annoying. But you see, kind of like cast in the flashing red light, you see shadows of people who are now kind of meandering about, very unhappy with what is currently happening in this situation. Um, and uh, and yeah, I think we'll probably call it there.
That's a perfect place to stop.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I
shit's
thought. It's
gonna
like
get
anything
crazy.
anything that happens after this is gonna take a long time. So
Yeah.
uh
So does it seem like there's anywhere to go? Or
yeah,
we
it's like it's not 4 feet tall, like like
So, like, have
air
you seen
ducting, but it's,
Die Hard?
yeah, it's kind of like
Yeah.
Die Hard.
Okay. All right.
So you can crawl through there. And uh it's large enough you can, get through without like wedging yourself or anything, but it's not going to be particularly enjoyable either.
All right. Cool. Calling it there.
Damn good place to end. Oh shit! It's about to hit the
Can't believe you
fan.
turned off their VR.